Hey, when was the last time you found yourself in a pre-dawn spring rain in a field of peonies? Or laid down after a hard, long day of farming to feel the cold dirt on your back and the warm spring breeze on your face as the sun sets? Those are the kinds of things I like to do in the spring. Hang around. I want to share my story with you, and the spring's coming. We'll lay around in the peony patch. But before that, I want to introduce you to a character or two in the story of my flower farming dreams.
Who's a mean dog? Get it, Leo. Don't you let her have it. You get it.
Yeah, welcome back to Hanging with Dedo. No, that's not Dedo. That's Angel and Leonard, or Leo, as I call him. If you go back a couple videos, you'll see Jill and I took him on a walk in the snow around the flower farm. And then there was an introduction to the flower farm with me yakking a bit in my lunch break at the crossroads, as I called it. The crossroads, that was when we had to move from Granddad's, or move the flowers we had from Granddad's to the big house. As heartbreaking as it was, it gave me perspective, I guess. And looking back at these images, it's a long, fond memory I'll have over there, just as I will of these dogs. So, in this video, I want to introduce you to the character that was Granddad's farm. Thanks for being here. It's a beautiful day in the flower business. Speaking of characters, there's one right there. Bert. Now, he was a real character. And for all you girls at the flower shop who loved him, stick around to the end. I got a story for you. You may regret letting him, lick you in the face. Rest in peace, Bert. Two geese and a duck showed up. There's some nice looking bushes. Yeah, my kids and I, we used to bring their friends out here and camp around the pond over there where we saw the ducks, and an unbelievable place. In the mornings when I would get here to this peony patch we're looking at here, there'd be 100 turkeys. Some guy used to come and hunt there turkey season, and he'd say, "I haven't even seen a turkey." Well, I guess they dislike me. I guess what amazes me about looking at these images is that very, very, very few people ever laid eyes on these flowers. Probably count them on one hand. Yeah, moving from here was really difficult. I have a huge emotional attachment to this field. I knew from the time we planted it that one day we would probably have to leave from here. But I didn't understand the impact this place would have on me. You know, you think back in your life, all the struggles and happiness and just life, the ebb and flows of it. This was my sanctuary. This is where I departmentalized it all and made it all make sense or work through it. You know, I dreamed here. You know, the dreaming gave me a break, you know, from reality when you spend your time, effort, and energy in a project like this. It's spiritual. And that's why it's called Say Grace Farms. This is where I would come and say grace and ask for forgiveness and try to heal myself. One of the driving reasons that we even have the farm behind the big house, or the big house itself, was the fact that it was hard to have people here. It was hard to share it with people. This was a working field, you know, where we cut flowers, and when you're growing peony for a cut flower, it's not always pretty. It was hard to, it's hard to see it like I wanted people to see it. And it was difficult to be here. It was difficult to access it. And I wanted it to share it with people. I wanted people to experience it on a spiritual level. And that's the main reason that we started that. Oh, you see what I mean? Like there were snakes, and that's a rattlesnake, I think. And we had to haul the equipment there and back. We didn't have any storage. It was difficult. You know, it was challenging. At times, I even thought about quitting. You know, giving up on my dream. And then moving, in hindsight, I guess, you know, it's a blessing, like most things in our lives that we can't understand at the time. When we look back on it, it's how God intended it to be for whatever reason. So, yeah, this is Granddad's farm. It was a special place. You know, we learned how to grow peonies here, how to place the rows, how to dig them, how to store the flowers, when to cut them, all those things. Look at the fog. Been in this field in every kind of condition that could be. So, thanks for hanging around, and I'd love to share it with you. And hope you hang around and, you know, see how it goes from here, because we're basically at the beginning again now, I guess, now that we've moved. Yeah, there's old Bert again. He's a funny one, that Bert. Yeah, before sun up and till sundown. He was ready to go anytime you wanted. Thanks, Bert. Yeah, and thank you for hanging around and checking out Granddad's farm. And yeah, I want to share it all with you, and when we moved them and how it went and where we are now. So hang around. Well, listen, I'm still convinced every day's a beautiful day in the flower business. Thanks for hanging with Dedo. Hey, even when you gotta do the bush hogging. And when your dog gets in the dew. But hey, don't worry. I'll see you in the next one, alright?
Shit, what are you doing? Quit eating that, boy. That's donkey shit. What's wrong with you? That's nasty, boy. You better get in that truck.